Hello, everybody, and welcome to Challenge Chomps, the channel where I do stupid shit for your entertainment. Today's stupid thing is the 2023 Pocky One Chip Challenge with Carolina Reaper, as always, and Naga Viper Pepper. Y'all probably all have seen videos of it, but here's what to expect: swift strike to the mouth, senses recoil, Viper hyper hypnosis, abdomen attack, which doing it last year, I can say that's the part that I'm looking forward to the least, and serpent spiral. There's the inside of the front cover of the box, as always, beautifully designed. Here's my chip. Here's the banner for when I succeed, because I will succeed. Ain't no stopping me. Here's what it says inside the back cover of the box. Face the Reaper. Rules for the challenge. Read the warning. Eat the entire chip. Wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything. Post your reaction on social media with hashtag OneChipChallenge and mention at Pocky Chips. Warning, and this is very important because a young boy just died from doing this shit. Keep out of reach of children. Children, do not eat this. Intended for adult consumption. Do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades, or capsaicin, or are pregnant or have any medical conditions. Just don't. If you're not used to spicy food, if the hottest thing that you've ever eaten is Tabasco, don't do this. It's not for you. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and water, or do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. They're talking about your genitals. It burns like a motherfucker. Seek medical assistance should you experience difficulty breathing, fainting, or extended nausea. Extended nausea kind of happens. It comes with cap cramps. Those are cramps you get from capsaicin. But because I can't just keep shit simple, because I'm dumb as fuck, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chase the chip with a 1 ounce shot of Melinda's Ghost Pepper hot sauce. I got the shot ready right here. That is 1 ounce measured out. And instead of washing hands, I'm going to be smart and use prophylactic measures so that I don't ever have to touch the chip with my hands. We're going to glove up and get right down to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to keep you guys here for an hour while I sit there and try to not drink. I'm going to go for the 10-minute mark. My wife over there is going to set a timer for me, yes. And after 10 minutes, if you last 10 minutes, you could last the hour. It's by the time 10 minutes is gone, it's almost gone from your system anyway, until the cap cramps come. Oh snap, it looks like I got a whole chip in here. Whew. There it is. It's coated, like viciously coated in the seasoning. It's gonna be a hot boy. I'm gonna it smells like spicy cardboard, but this chip isn't meant to taste good. It's meant to hurt you, and that's what it does. I'm breaking it up so that I could just whole mouth it. Look at the residue it leaves behind on these gloves. That's straight capsaicin oil from the seasoning. It's gonna be absolutely ridiculous. I know it is. It was ridiculous last year, and it'll be ridiculous next year. And all right, down the hatch. Oh, God, it tastes like ass. So, immediately, hot on the tongue, hot in the back of the throat. The ghost pepper sauce is the sauce that I eat with hell every meal of every day. Oh, I still got pieces of it in my mouth. Alright, so the heat's building, tears are coming, sweat's rolling, snot's gonna start happening. And as always, I will answer why I do this. It's because it's an adrenaline rush. I know the risks, and there are no rewards. The risks, though, are calculated. They're mitigated by the fact that I have built a tolerance for spice. I'm not doing this with no history of spicy food. I eat, live, and enjoy spice. This is, though, and will continue to be, next level. It's hot as fuck. Sincerely, keep out of the reach of children, or the elderly, or people with heart and lung conditions, because this shit will take somebody down. It's a challenge food. It's not meant to just be consumed as a snack. It's for pepperheads. It's for people that like spice. And it's still building. It's still going. I can feel it going down the esophagus. But I'm okay, Ma. Look, I'm fine. It'd take more than a chip to take me out. In fact, a lot of recent studies are showing that people that enjoy spicy foods, or not enjoy, but eat spicy foods, have a general tendency to live longer than people who don't. So, anybody who may not like having me around tough shit, I'm going to be here for a minute. The old lady over there said, oh, fuck. It's actually already simmering down. I think we've peaked. Where are we? 3 minutes has elapsed. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's, wow, I don't think it's as bad as last year's. But then again, last year, it was my first time doing a spice challenge. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not in discomfort. And you know, the fucked up thing is, I'm just about out of milk. I didn't think to grab milk at the grocery store when I knew I was going to be doing this challenge on my days off. But that's on me. So after the 10 minutes, I'll just drink some Kool-Aid. I know it won't help. But by the time the 10 minutes is over, I should be next to fine anyways. So what I'm going to do with y'all to help pass the time during this 10 minutes is I'm going to talk about the podcast I'm going to be starting soon. It's going to be called Science AF, or Science as Fuck. I'm a huge science geek. That shit interests me to no end. And I'm going to be talking about some of the most complex, confusing, most magnificent and wonderful things in the known universe. Different topic every week. And it's going to be conversational, just one Joe to another. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a mathematician. I'm just a guy with a passion for how the universe works. And I want to pass on that awareness and the awe of that to whomever might listen to my podcast. One of the first topics I'm going to be talking about is the inflationary period in the early universe. I'll give y'all a little preview right now so that we can help pass the time. It's incredibly interesting. At the beginning of the universe, shortly after the Big Bang started, there was a period known as the inflationary period, whereupon the universe went from very small, we don't know exactly how small, still working on that, but it expanded 10 to the 35 kilometers, which is a 1 followed by 35 zeros, kilometers, in 10 to the negative 32 seconds, which is a 1 followed by 32 zeros with a decimal before it. In that small of an amount of time, the universe expanded exponentially, trillions and trillions and trillions of kilometers across, quadrillions, septillions, even across, and is not only still expanding, but it's expanding at an ever increasing rate. Edwin Hubble discovered that when he was looking at distant galaxies, and he noticed that the light coming from it was red, and the further away he looked, the redder the galaxies were. That means they're not only moving away from us, but they're moving away from us at an exponential fucking rate. And if that ain't science as fuck, I don't know what is, right? So that's the reason why the Hubble Space Telescope was named for Edwin Hubble, because his contributions to astrophysics were immense. And so we know that space is expanding, and most people actually know that fact. But what most people actually don't know is that it's not just things moving away from each other in the background of space. It is actually new space coming into existence in between things and spreading. And that's the reason why things can move apart faster than the speed of light. Nothing can move faster than the speed of light, but the expansion of space, the growth of new space, can happen faster than the speed of light. So, what's going to eventually happen, scientists think, is known as the heat death of the universe. Things are going to continue to expand. We don't know. We can only hypothesize based off of current evidence, which is the universe is expanding, and it's expanding exponentially quicker. So we can extrapolate and hypothesize that space will continue to expand at an ever increasing rate until our galaxy is alone in the sky. We cannot see light from anywhere else because it's too far for the light to reach us ever. And furthermore, there will be no energy left for anything else to come into existence. We'll be in a net zero energy universe. Or dark matter could just, or dark energy, not dark matter, dark energy, could be extremely strange and not only slow down and stop, but also start to reverse. And at that point, all of the gravity of normal matter, which is 5% of the universe, and dark matter, which is, I think, 76% of the universe, can then gravitationally attract each other until the universe goes back into a hot, dense state, which is called the Big Crunch hypothesis. We simply don't know, and likely our species will be dead and gone for a very, very, very long time before the end of the universe even begins to happen. It's 1 to the 76 trillion years that the universe is expected to be able to exist for. And here we sit comfortably at 13.7 or 26.3 billion years of the universe. We're not sure. See, there's another wonderful discovery that just happened. When we sent up the James Webb Space Telescope, it started looking at the very edges of the observable universe, because it's an incredibly powerful space telescope and it could see in near infrared, infrared, and regular light spectra. And so it looked back further than we've ever seen, and it's looking at the edge of the known universe at galaxies, mind you, that are 13.2 to 13.4 billion years old. And by conventional wisdom, galaxies should not have been able to form in that time frame. That's too soon after the Big Bang for galaxies to have been able to form. First, you need the universe to cool and energy to create matter. And then that matter needs to be able to accrete and create stars. And then stars need to be able to gravitationally interact and create galaxies. And that's a process that takes an incredibly long time. And so here we sit, um, either with a very flawed understanding of how galaxies form or a very flawed understanding of how old the observable universe is. And that's exciting that we live in a time where we're at the cutting, bleeding edge of physics, and we can know with some certainty that the universe might be older than what it really is. And look, hey, we're 3 seconds away, 2, 1. I've made the 10 minutes, and I've beat the one chip challenge, and I'm already just about fine. Ma, I told you nothing was gonna happen. The cramps in a little while are gonna suck, but it's all good. I love you, Ma. And listen, I love you guys. Y'all continue to just keep on coming back here watching my stupidity. And once I get the podcast out, if you liked what I was talking about here, y'all go on ahead and listen to the podcast because it's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna talk about physics. It's something I'm passionate about, and man, I hope I could spark passion for it in each and every one of you guys. So until the next challenge, I slayed the Pocky One Chip Challenge. Have a good one. I'll catch y'all on the other side.